Hi again folks, how you all doing? Yes, I've been on eBay again. When I got my Caledonian 812, I really wanted to get some coaches for it. So I saw these for sale on eBay, being sold by Rails of Sheffield on Buy It Now for just over 20 quid. So a couple of old Triang Caledonian coaches for that price. Buy. Didn't hesitate. So let's see what I like, because these things boxed individually, I've seen them go for over 40 quid. But I don't really care if they're boxed or not, so long as they're in good condition. I'll be quite happy. Stuff you get from Rails of Sheffield. That's where I got the 812, so it's quite nice to get the coaches from them as well. And there we have two very nice Caledonian coaches. Just get my glasses on. Let's have a look at them. Wheels have been knocked out, but we'll give them a bit of a clean and oil them up a wee bit. So that one's okay. Let's have a look at this one. This one's got a lot of marking on the roof. Well, again, the wheels have been squished. I'm not too worried about the marking on the roof. I think a little bit of sanding could possibly take it away, but I'm really not too worried about it. How is the coupling on these? Yeah, we'll need to do something about that. Okay, before we do any work on the couplings and the wheels, I'm going to stick these on the layout with the 812, because I'm just dying to see them going around the layout. Let's go do that. So there's my Caledonian 812 with my Triang Caledonian coaches, which look really nice, I have to say. Right, let's give this a run. Okay, so just when I was running them there, and you could probably see in the video clip, this coach in particular has really bad paint chipping along the bottom there. So we'll touch that up. We'll remove the wheels, give them a good clean and lubricate them. Ideally I would want to replace them, but we'll see. That's probably something to do in the future. And we'll do something with the couplings to bring the coaches a bit closer together and stop this moving. But these are old Triang coaches. These are old, but still nice coaches. There's no interior in them, so that's something else I could think about adding, which would be quite nice. So I might do that as well. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to take the wheels out and give them a good clean. So we'll give them a scoosh with the contact cleaner, just a wee drop, and get a cotton bud, and that should lift the crap off nicely. Okay. WD-40 contact cleaner is absolutely brilliant stuff. You might think it doesn't make much difference, why clean your coach wheels? When they're as dirty as this, a lot of that dirt will transfer onto the track, which you don't want. Okay, with my wheels clean, just going to take the manky brush to the inside of the axles, get rid of the dust and cobwebs and whatever. We'll put some oil into the little sockets and then pop the wheels back in. So these are spinning fine now. They were a wee bit stiff, but they seem to be fine now. Okay, so my wheels are all nice and clean and spinning nice and freely. So I want to do something about this coupling. Now, when they're pushed up hard against each other, that's not too bad, and a couple of bits of card in there painted black will fill that gap up quite nicely. but it's this that's the problem. So what I've done in the past, you've maybe seen me do it before, is you can bend the coupling hooks into sort of an S shape to lock it in that position. Now I don't like doing this, but short of finding some other coupling system that would work in this, and I'm sure there is something out there, but this works if you get it right. So the first thing I want to do is remove the little hook on the end. The coupling comes round and then just comes round. Just get rid of that little hook. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult to uncouple. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's the wee hook removed. So we'll do that to the other coupling. And then what I want to do is bend the coupling almost to a right angle. You've got to watch this because it can break. It's happened to me once. And then bend this back in the other direction. Okay, so coupling's bent. It's just a question of making slight adjustments to them. So that's better. Not much movement there. I think we'll bend this one in just a wee bit. That's much better. So we'll get a couple of pieces of card in there and paint it up. So I've just cut out a little shape out of a scrap piece of card from a Metcalf kit, and that will fit on to the end of the corridor there. I'll do another one just to fill up the gap. So there'll be 2 stuck on this coach and 2 stuck on the other coach. Paint them black and it will close the gap up a little bit. So I need to make another 3 of these. One thing I would say about this little modification is, don't do it if you ever intend to sell your coaches on. This is something to do to your own coaches. If I ever thought, yeah, I'll probably sell these coaches on in a few years' time, I wouldn't do this. I would leave the coaches alone. This is purely just a personal thing I do because I hate that back and forward movement you get in these old coaches. Okay, that's our 4. Need to stick these together. There's my yoo-hoo. Right, so I'm stuck together. I need to get some more yoo-hoo. So we want to stick that on there, and the other on the other one. So I could glue it on, but I think I'm going to try this black tack stuff. See if that sticks them on. Blob on there. Maybe another wee blob on the bottom. At least that way they're removable, if that works. Yeah, I think that'll work. There we are. So when these are now coupled together, I won't have much of a gap and much less movement. I know there's those little sort of concertina things you can glue on, but I tried them and they're absolutely useless. I think if you're just going on straight track and just round bends, they're fine. But as soon as you go over points with them, especially consecutive points from one track to another, nope, your coaches are just going to derail. There we go. I think that looks much better. Okay, we'll do a little bit of touch up on this maroon paint. Now I do have some LMS maroon, which I think I'll probably do. Paint on my fingers, so pop the gloves on so I don't get paint on the coaches. So this just needs a very delicate little touch up. That looks better on that side. This side. Okay, let's say that's that one. Okie dokie. I think that'll do. That looks a lot better. So there we are, there's my two old Triang Caledonian coaches. Touched up the paint, cleaned up the wheels, and I've done a bit of jiggery faffery on the couplings and the corridor ends there just to make that look a little bit better. Right, let's go and stick these on the layout. So there's the 812 again, looking smart with its old Triang Caledonian coaches. I think it's quite nice that we've got a brand new locomotive with these really old coaches. I think that's just there's something quite nice about that. You know, it's really bridging the modelling eras, if you like. So let's bring this out. So I'm very pleased with those for just over 20 quid, that's not bad. I might look out for a third one, but I'm quite happy just running the two of them because the footage I've seen of the real 812 up at Strathspey, it's pulling two coaches just like that. So I'm quite happy with that. Alright, okay folks, and yes, 9 sheep now. I believe there's 3 more, I believe it's a pack of 12, so there's 3 to find. Meantime, catch you later folks.